Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's been a little while. Hope you've all been enjoying a very nice, warm August if you're in the northern hemisphere, or a nice, cool one if you're in the southern hemisphere. And hey, if you're in the tropics, well, hope you're enjoying some moderate temperatures as always, or as usual. Today I'm going to talk to you about an idea for marketing that has occurred to me that easily could be a great business for anybody who does this. You can do this if you're a developer, you can build this app and make it available locally or regionally or nationally. Doesn't matter what city, state, or country you're in. What it is an app that lets you find your locations near you. And why is this important? Well, it's important because many times people who have prescription medications for whatever conditions, it can be sometimes very important medications that if they don't have them, they might get sick or potentially pass away. And there's lots of conditions like that, and there's a lot of medications that are effectively life-saving medications. And very often, especially if you're in a particular place where medicines are sometimes a bit hard to come by because they have a low inventory or they absolutely run out in certain areas, and it takes them a while to restock. Sometimes you don't even know when they're going to restock. So it would be a very practical, useful application for somebody to have as a client or customer, somebody who needs to buy their medication. And it would be very useful for local pharmacies, albeit some of them would resist that at first because they might think you're going to draw customers to other pharmacies, but if they're smart, they realize actually this is going to bring them more customers locally who can check when they have what they want or what they need. And then the pharmacies can also know ahead of time what they need to keep in stock based on search, demand, purchases, etc. So this would actually be a great way for small and private pharmacies and small chain pharmacies to effectively make customers' lives better, and at the same time distribute the sales of those customers to a more well-distributed distribution, a well-distributed pattern, if you will. And that would basically reduce a lot of situations where customers need medicine right away and can't get it because some local pharmacies don't have it. And of course, once you have enough mass of pharmacies that are enabling this service, then the larger chains will see the value of that and either join if they're smart or try to make their own version if they haven't already done something like this. But of course they haven't, and they don't want to, and they want to monopolize the markets. They want to make it as inconvenient as possible for anybody to choose to go to small and mid-sized pharmacy chains or private pharmacies, individual pharmacies. And this application would be fairly easy to build and implement and sign up pharmacies to if they would see the benefit of it. And there is a revenue model for the application itself. You could let pharmacies, join for a very low fee, like $20 a month or something. I mean, dirt cheap, if not free, just as a loss leader to sign up as many as possible, give them the first couple of years for free, and tell them from the front After a couple of years, it'll go up to 20 bucks a month or something, once they've seen it has a value. And you could give it for free to the customers, and you wouldn't even need advertising, although that's certainly one model. But instead of advertising, you could let people use the application for free. And if they want to reserve the medications that they find in a particular spot, then you charge them, $5 a month or whatever, something very cost effective, to let them reserve their medications when they find them in a location, so that the pharmacy will hold on to the amount that they need, etc., and make sure that it's not sold to someone else who hasn't already ordered it. Right? So this would be a very useful application. And if you're looking for an application to build and market, and a business to build and market, I highly recommend building something like MedFinder, or whatever you could call it. I don't even know if that name is available, but it's just a thought experiment I'm having because of a relevant situation where I went to find medication for somebody, actually for an animal, not even a person, but somebody, and a very important life-saving medication. And it was very hard to find. It took going to about 7 or 8 different locations in very disparate places. It took a long time to get to each one. And, it's life-saving medicine that is absolutely necessary and can't just be skipped willy-nilly. So, of course, when I found it, I obviously asked the pharmacist, hey, would you be interested if I built such an app? Would you be interested in using it? And the manager there, and the clerk, but the manager said absolutely not. But maybe ask the owner, maybe they'll be interested. But it doesn't sound like they will be, because until now they don't have such an app. I believe if they're shown a good revenue model potential, that they could indeed see the value of it. And it's a fairly simple database application that just has to connect their QR codes or their tags, their barcode tags on items they scan into a separate database that automatically gets updated whenever they scan a barcode or a QR code on any product that they sell and on any product that they stock. So if they receive 100 boxes of whatever, Advil or some prescription medicine, so they would not normally have to scan that into their system to be able to put that in their computer to know that they have it available. And it would be fairly easy to make a system that updates that and is then available via a web application or a smartphone application, that you could find that information, find the location, find how much they have, find what the price is, see if your prescription is valid, or if you don't have a prescription and you don't need one, or whatever, if you can obtain it, and if there are any left to order in case you want to reserve it. And it would let you buy a membership into the app to reserve it, and the pharmacy would get a cut of their membership in exchange for letting you reserve it. And it could be like a monthly membership or something, or a yearly, or both could be offered, etc., etc. So yeah, MedFinder. Go do it. I'm doing it. I'm building one. Whatever I'm going to call it, I don't know. I'll have to look up the name, if that's even available. But a medicine finding application. All right, that's it for now. Take care.